Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It's a special occasion, not of drag race nature, because you know that's normally the run, but you know, I feel like falling in love. We gotta talk about this new Beyonce album, Renaissance, that just came out. Oh, it's a gag. It's so good. This is a no hate zone, yes, because I'm gonna be talking about it. So much to talk about with this album. Such a special occasion for the Beehive girls out there. Let me tell you something. Like the life that I got last night. We're going to dig into each and every song on the album, but I'm going to talk about some of the special things I think that are what makes this album in particular her best, in my opinion. It's actually my favorite album. I'm just going to be honest with you. After listening to it for now, I don't know, 20 times since last night, it's my favorite album that she's ever done. And I'm going to explain why in a minute once we get into this today. But yes, if you're tuning in this afternoon, it's your boy Matty Rants. We're talking about Renaissance, the new album that dropped by Beyonce last night, this morning, today, Friday. And yes, it is certainly 16 songs of full-on masterpiece, and we're going to get into it today. So do me a favor, hit that like button if you just got up into this room. 780 of you already up in this piece. I'm going to give you my social medias, and then we're going to start this function today. Also, for those of you who are like, normally, Matt, you do like Canada's Drag Race today. That's going to be moved to Monday this upcoming week. Yes, after the weekend. Yes, going into Monday. So Canada's Drag Race, we're going to talk about it then. We have much to discuss. Shout out to Bombay. I was living for that runway. And then also All-Star 7, I did watch it. I have already recorded my reaction. Both the reactions, actually all three reactions for Canada's Drag Race France, and for All-Star 7 will be on Patreon within like a couple of hours. So give me a second to edit those. But I saw it all. We will have a conversation tomorrow. Be here Saturday. We're going to talk about the finale for All-Star 7. I warned everyone. I warned everyone. I don't miss. But anywho, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Of course, Sunday's panel is going to be a gag. So much to discuss. Today is C. Diggy's birthday. So if you haven't spoken to Chris today, send him some love. It's his birthday. Send him a special happy birthday from the Rant Pack. But yes. Let's get my social medias and then start talking about it because, baby, it's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. But you can find that in the description down below, which is the link tree. If you grab a branch, if you eat some fruit, it's Mativia, non-copyright. Poot. You can find me in all those social media platforms, as well as I have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company. Stuff like Mativia shirts with nice peaches to represent my age. The Rant Pack shirts, which is basically y'all, because you my Rant Pack. And then Sundays are best with the panel, and the panel shirts and tank tops available at dragqueenmerch.com. So check it out. Also, I do reactions to all the reviews on my channel on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. So if you join my Patreon, you can catch me chilling, hanging, watching the show, giving you my full reaction in the beginning before I get my review together, which is normally a little change up. So you can enjoy and watch the show with me and also helps out. So yeah. And then bookable. I was about to say bookingable. Bookable on Cameo for anything except for gross stuff. Thank you. That's for the Bay, but I don't have one. So whenever that happens, that will be for them. Thank you. I don't need to put up a disclaimer. I don't have anything negative to say today. Or anything that could be taken negatively. There we go. That's the best way to say it. I'm not a person that speaks of negative things. I have nothing bad to say. Not a single thing. Now, I'm going to tell you this in this comment section. If this wasn't your particular album, okay. I understand. I get it. No, I don't. I really don't. I don't know how you could possibly not like this album. But If it wasn't your cup of tea, lovely. But for the people who are up in here that want to enjoy and have this conversation today, and also want to really like get into it and have a good time, this is that space. This is what we're talking about today with Renaissance. All right, that's what the damn album was about. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna throw it up here just for shits and giggles, but I'm gonna give you a different narration. If you was a hater, get out the room right now, you hating ass hater. Get out, hater. Goodbye, hater. Boo. Boo, hater, boo. Boo you. Boo doo 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 doo. Because this ain't it right over here. I ain't got nothing negative to say. This ain't a roast. This ain't nothing but just a toast to the B. Okay, so there you go. I thank you. Just want to make sure we're clear. Want to make sure we're clear. Matty's got Beyonce stories. So I am not going to play with y'all today. And I'm going to tell you about what this album did for me. And I'm also going to go through my top 5. You'll find my top 5 interesting because 3 of the top 5s are kind of special. You'll see why. So, whatever you mean by experimental, it worked, it paid, it was perfect. I don't like it when people use terms that are meant to be like diggable. Like, what do you mean? It's not just the experimentation of the factor that is Renaissance. It's that she gave us things that we've been asking for. That's where me as a Beehive fan feel with this album. A lot of shit I was requesting was served. A lot of stuff I wasn't expecting was given. A lot of stuff I wasn't even thinking about happened. It was very weird last night to sit there in my full libation. I had just finished my Sonic food, y'all. You know, I had my little extra long coney dog. I had me some tater tots, mozzarella sticks because they are that girl at Sonic. And I had a very much a Route 44 strawberry limeade, okay? I set my incense up. I had rolled me something nice. I had the lighting just together. The lighting was just together. I played that album, and when I tell you it was something so weird, and I was not expecting it at all. That's what I mean with this album. Y'all may be like, "Oh, this guy, baby, this was whoo." Something about this one was so crazy to me. Every song transitions so well. Also, she didn't stay in one lane in almost every damn song she was singing. No, actually, every song that happened, there was not one lane. It was like, no, we're on the freeway, bitch. We're changing stuff. We're moving around, and it all blended so well together. Someone had mentioned my little banner right over here. Let's go ahead and get that up. I almost forgot about it. I started having this conversation with y'all today. I thank you so very much for being here. You said yellow. We're doing yellow? We're doing yellow. Is that what we're giving? A little yellow well? Yellow well. I like this yellow. We'll try this one right here. If you'd like to tip your boy hosting with the most today, I see a super chat. Thank you so much, Alim. I appreciate you so much. Such a great body of work. Thank you, baby. Thank you for the super chat. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Catch up. $MattyRants. MattyRants. This will not be a long live today. This is just an expression of love as well as my initial thoughts. And I'm going to go track by track. Sure am. Because I've listened to this album over and over and over again today. I also ended up having to go to the clinic to go get my ears flushed because I had my right ear was clogged. It was really bad too when my little she had plumped it out. She was like, "Baby," I said, "Oh my god, what was wrong?" I can't use those Beats Studio Buds anymore. They've been pushing all the wax into my ears, so I had to have my ears cleaned out because I couldn't hear shit. So I was like listening to the album last night like this, like, oh my god. But this morning when my ears were cleaned out, oh my god, everything. So listen. Where do we start? Where do we go for this? What do we do? Do I just start speaking in terms of like what it was as a whole, or like go song by song first? Because I wasn't expecting a lot of what was happening. Thank you, Alim. I see you on my Cash App, baby. Thank you for the tip. What were we expecting? I don't see them snubbing her for album of the year this time. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Bitch, it was so fucking good. Like, I was not ready. B, first of all, I'm that girl. Let's start there. Now, the pictures that I have up are not specifically the ones per track in order, okay? Not that. You know what I'm saying? But I just had the pictures up from the album, not everything too, because some of the pictures were very explicit. This is the picture that she used for I'm That Girl, though, and I am going to show you something that was really good. Also, for the people who are asking, so there's no music video, there's no nothing. She posted some 15-second cryptic clip on YouTube, which is basically an introduction to tell us that there is going to be a visual later. Even Parkwood Entertainment announced there would be a visual to be later announced. This lets me know she's doing a movie. And The Dream posted on his Twitter, I don't know if he removed it or whatever, it's going to be an insane movie. And someone's like, you might want to remove that because you know how Beyonce is. However, that 15-second clip, I am seeing some showgirls tease. I don't know. I'm like, is she about to do a Nomi Malone moment? Like, what's happening here? We're getting a movie. And think about the album. We're getting a movie. Like, it's going to be a full-scale production moment. Mind you, we had Black is King by Beyonce for The Lion King. She's already done this before with as far as giving film and, like, workmanship behind that. Oh, we're getting a movie. We're getting a movie. And you also need to think about Break My Soul transitioning from Energy. Oh, my God. Coming from Cuff It. Oh, my God. That is going to be so nasty in the visual. But let's talk about I'm That Girl. Let's talk about that one. So, who else here was expecting something completely different when the song started? I was gagged. Let's talk about I'm That Girl. I was surprised because I could have swore we were going to get another and it's kind of interesting that I think a lot of us went into this album expecting old Beyonce stuff. I think we all kind of went into this going, it's about to be another formation moment. It's about to be another flawless. It's about to be this, that. We were picking and choosing from our favorite moments from B to think that this is what was going to go forward in the album. And I am so happy that we were absolutely wrong. I was so happy. I'm so happy. I was so happy. Oh, not even close, Louise, but I get that's what you thought. It just went into this doom. Like I loved how the flow felt effortlessly while she is singing over I'm that girl. I'm that girl. You know what I'm saying? I thought for a second. I thought that's where it was going. It just was it was almost like she was talking shit but singing beautifully, and then of course it led into a little bit of the rap. This is another thing that's great too. I know I spoke of Beyonce from the last time I talked about this, saying I don't want to see any more of the rap because we've seen so much of it. I am a liar. I'm an absolute liar. I am the worst kind of liar. I apologize for lying to you. Thank God she kept it. Thank God there were moments of her rapping through this album, and thank God it was done in almost different ways, melodically, beautifully, harmonizing. This song was great. It felt like a different deep cut going into what was going to be the rest of the album, because now I didn't know what to expect anymore. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on? Like, honestly, it's I'm that dum 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 boom boom dum. Just the bass line of it all, the way the beat then shifts and transitions into the next song. Are you kidding me? Going into Cozy. Now, let's talk about Cozy. But before we do that, this picture that Beyonce did, that's actually my favorite picture from the entire shoot. I live and breathe. I live and breathe for this shot. It's so puss. It's so puss. Is Beyonce with this mic Glock, and it was an homage to Prince, in case the girls missed it. But it is my favorite shot from that little cover album. But it's so good. Okay. Now I gotta say, Cozy's that girl. Cozy is one of my favorites for sure. If you wanted to go ahead and start a bracket from what's Maddie's favorites, you can put Cozy right up there in that bracket. That motherfucking song is the bop. It's the bop. It's the bop. It's too good. It's quite impeccable. The best part about it is T.S. Madison is in that motherfucker. And I mean deep. Like a full moment of Madison giving like iconic, moments as she does when she gets on the mic and just starts spitting whatever she wants to talk about that day based on the topic of sorts, because Madison is a personality laced into this song with Cozy. So you bring in the kids in. You bring in the gays up in this piece, because remember how the girls used to try and be like, "Oh, Beyonce had the gays in B Day," and then just discarded us and did all what. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I feel that this album is an ode to the LGBTQIA plus community, in particular the Black gays and trans women in the community, and also including POC ballroom teas, as well as engineers and pioneers in house music, as well as like all genres. When I tell you, I felt like a lot, I'm getting emotional. I felt like a lot of these songs were talking to me, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? It was a lot to take in, because I have been asking for this. I've been wanting this kind of sound from B, because it's like she can do anything. Yeah, we're going to talk about her uncle too. And that was a little piece of information I didn't know about. And I was kind of like relieved to hear it. And I got emotional reading what Tina wrote about it, because my sister, we'll talk about that in a second, because it was like, I felt very much like, we'll get there in a second, but I was like, oh my God, everything felt very comfortable, cozy, if you would say. So this song is about the way the beat transitions through it. It's so nasty. Her vocals are just fire. Now, when we get to Alien Superstar, you can't tell me that wasn't Prince inspired. You can't tell me. You cannot tell me that was not Prince inspired, along with too sexy for my too sexy for my that is laced in that motherfucker. But I'm talking about that song, baby. Alien Superstar is Prince. Period. Don't question it. It's Prince. I was like, oh my God. I kept listening to it over and over again. And mind you, I'm gonna tell you this, because there are certain songs I'm gonna tell you that didn't hit me the first time, that I then listened to the second and then the third and the fourth, and it really added to the layers. Also, I need to explain to you, this album needs to be listened to as a whole to really respect it and to actually understand the sound Beyonce is creating. This is a goddamn body of work. Okay, so you need to understand, I'm that girl going into Cozy, going into Alien Superstar is its own song. There are moments in this album where there are 3 specific songs that are all connected so goddamn seamlessly that it makes no sense. Bitch, I promise you this. If you hated it, I need you to just sit and just listen and like really get into it. And also, I need you, this part, hold on, Tiara. I had these in last night. Full volume. And I got to give Tidal some credit, because I actually have Apple Music and Tidal. I only got Tidal again because of the album. I didn't know if they were going to do any exclusive stuff. So I was like, well, let me keep it. But I got to give Tidal some credit. Apple sounded great, but boo, Tidal, oh my God, that bass was bumping in these headphones. So it was worth it. It was worth my first listen to the album with Tidal. Trust, I was gagged. Okay, but back to Alien Superstar. Like, I like the song. I like the sound. It's so Prince. It's so funk. And it really it just blended so well from I'm That Girl into Cozy into that. Oh, great stuff. Now, once that ends, it kind of switches a little bit. It stays a little bit same in the era, but kind of moves a little bit up in time with Cuff It. I feel like falling in love. Da, 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 baby. This lady's vocals are insane. insane. It's such a good song. It's such a good feel-good song. Very disco, very like full. Ba, ba, da, da, ba, 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 ba. We would all be on the dance floor. All of us. We'd all be on the dance floor for that one. That one's a very boom, line dancing. Oh. It's a good song. I feel that one is exactly. I love Cuff It with the Sheila E on percussion. It's just so much that goes really good to it. Hey, thanks y'all for tuning in here. 177 of you in this room. I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I have nothing but positive critiques for this album. So if you're expecting for me to drag, it's not going to happen here. Keep it light in the comment section. This hair is not trying to sit properly. We'll try right there. But yes. Thanks for being here today. We're talking about Renaissance, my first thoughts on this album. If you haven't gone and got yourself a copy of it, definitely cop Renaissance, available on all streaming platforms. Also, CDs available in stores now, but also, take a listen and do yourself a favor. Listen to it from front to back, beginning to end. Do not skip. You let it run all the way through. Everything will start to make sense. Also, on multiple plays, it makes even more sense for half the songs. But I like Cuff It. Cuff It's also up there in my top bracket of songs. Currently, for me, I can listen to Cozy and I can listen to Cuff It by itself. I don't need transitions to go into it. The other songs I'm also listening to, but I kind of want to listen to them all together. Like, it has to be all together. Not even saying it doesn't work that way, but I'm just saying it feels so good to listen to it as one body, coming from I'm That Girl to Cozy into Alien Superstar, period. But now we have to talk about Cuff It's, Energy, and Break My Soul's transitions. Because I already talked about how Cuff It's a great song, very disco, very fun. I feel a lot of this is going to Donna Summer too. A lot of the disco divas as well. And again, we are incorporating some ballroom in here. We have some Kevin Aviance that comes up a little bit later. We'll talk about, all the good shit. But like, when Cuff It goes into Energy and the Afrobeat Caribbean feel moment starts to happen, and this happens a little bit later in my favorite song. We'll talk about Move in a minute. Woo! But like, something about the way that changed up in the middle of Energy was like, what the fuck? I screamed. I was like, what is happening? Because like, Cuff It was disco vibey, da 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 da, and then Energy, dun 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 dun. She kept the vibe. She just kept that vibe, the vibe that boom, da 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 boom boom, da 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 boom boom. Boom, 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 boom. It was like, wait, what? Hold, wait. We were here, and now we just jumped to a whole nother genre, and I was here for it. Bitch, I was here for it. Okay. But does Break My Soul now make more sense to you? For the girls who may not liked it the first listen, because baby, Energy going into Break My Soul is a God blessed moment. It is anointed in the holy oils. Do you understand me? Beach, nothing can touch. That is one of the best transitions I've ever heard in my life. From Energy into Break My Soul. When that Frida part, got. I'm a control loop, like it's a hype. It's a hype because not only did she go from disco into Afro Caribbean beat moment situation type deal here, all the way into like house, ballroom, Vogue, Frida, bounce, full. Like, this is so many genres put together, but it all made sense. It all made sense. But when I tell you, well, that's wonderful, well, that's great, well, that's all amazing, because I've already talked about Break My Soul being a bop. She is that girl. I will walk to the beat. I will vogue to the beat. I will dump, 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 dump. I've already been in the club already and have dropped it. I've already given you a nice little nasty dip. Oh, we forgot because we ain't talking about her today. This is not that conversation. We're talking about Renaissance, baby. I ain't here for the drama, I ain't here for the bullshit. And one more time, I'm gonna say it again. I'm having a conversation about this album, not about what happened around the album, not around things going around this album. I couldn't even hear sis in the song. And I agree with her being upset, but that energy needs to be held for Pharrell. A phone call would have been nice, but that's not the emphasis of today's conversation. Real talk. And it's not that for me, I'm like, no, baby, I'm here for this album. I love Khalees Down. I have supported her here and there. Go look for my old videos of me talking about her in the list of songs I like. But when I tell you it's Pharrell, it's Pharrell. That is the full emphasis on that. I need to get that man. Because, bitch, tell you that. Okay. With that being said, in this continuation, I'm so sorry. Not even to like chastise, but also I watched that all play out and I was like, girl, okay, so yeah, and I feel you, but like, where is your lawyer? And like, no shade. And I buy her albums for the girls that were like, I'm taking Khaleesi's side. And I'm like, but you don't buy her music. You don't actually, you don't really support her like that. You just saw a hot topic where it hated Beyonce and you jumped on it. Be that girl then. If you're going to sit there and support her, be at her concert, buy her music, stream her songs. Where were y'all at for Midnight Snacks? Because I was there. I had that motherfucker downloaded. Midnight Snacks. Boom, boom. Again, I don't jump on the band. I am the wagon. Boom, boom. That's for me. Okay. That's all I'm going to say to that. You know what I mean? I love her down, but sis, I didn't even hear you. Oh, I didn't even hear you. No shade. I'm sure a phone call happened behind the scenes. It will happen eventually, either because it always does. Either way, stream Khalees. At the same time, stream Renaissance more. Let's talk about Church Girl from Break My Soul. Because when I tell you something here, you already had Frida with the bounce over the ballroom house beat. Excuse me, Robin S sound, right? But then you go on to Church Girl with the Clark sisters. How many of y'all thought that was going to be a completely different song? There are a couple of them on there that I thought were going to be a whole different story. I'm That Girl was one of them, and Church Girl is the second one. Church Girl is the bop. Church Girl's up there in my top list of songs I can listen to over and over again. I will throw this good old pound cake back here to that song through and through. That song is every motherfucking thing. And what I like about it is that it has the bounce beat in the back. It also has the beautiful singing. The background vocals are just divine. Beyonce giving cadences like we and the second line, baby. We up in there in the upper level. I am gagged. Now let us shut, buddy. Like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was not expecting that, and I lived. And I lived for it. And also, if you got the message of the song too, it was quite on the money. It was a good message too. There was again a great song to throw your ass to, but the message was great too. Honestly, it was good. Okay. We gonna move on, baby. We talked about this here today. I'm here for the love. I'm not here to hear your other opinions on it, and I mean it. So thank y'all so much for being here, tuning in. This is nothing but a positive atmosphere today, talking about the love we have for this album. If you come in here with some bullshit, I'm removing and moving on, and I mean it so much. I mean it so much. Okay, so keep it cute or be put on mute. Thank you. Be blocked too. I'm about that life. So continuing on with one of the greatest albums ever created or made. And you know, I was also happy about that too. I'll be real with you. I was actually majorly happy. Y'all want to go to sleep? You can listen to the Mother Girls. Okay. You want to have a song where that's fine. This is act 1. This is for the dancers. This is for the girls in the club. Act 2 can be full of them slow runs. Act 3 could be part of I don't know how she's doing this system. Okay. I don't know how. Either way. Also, that part. The ridiculous amount of runs that happened. Whoo! Oh, listen, I gotta tell you something, Steven. Act 2 after the club, the Uber home. If she pulls a Sade in Act 2, I'm gonna lose my grip on reality. I will, girl. I'm gonna lose my grip on reality. Nine, so thank you for so much for the super chat. Break My Soul is different on the album than the single, right? I'm not hearing things. No, what happened, Nine Tail, is that you're listening to it coming off of energy. So it adds a level that's a little bit different than just hearing it solo. Because, like, again, also, I think that's the power of this album too. If you listen to it as a full album, the way the sound and the music transition, it takes you on a different level of a ride than just listening to just like one single. Thank you, Jesus. You want to know else? What, Cameron? How about there was no Jay-Z on this album? It was damn near a whole solo album. Barely any features. Samples, yes, barely any features. Yeah, Plastic Off the Sofa was not a ballad. No. No. No, that's a nice little mid-tempo number. That ain't no. No, that wasn't it. Now, let me talk about Plastic Off the Sofa. I'm glad. Keep me on the track here. Keep me on track. Positive atmosphere, positive space. Let's talk about one of the greatest albums that I think ever existed. Ain't no negativity gonna live over here, honey. Don't care how I look either on the lines. Make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe, babies. Appreciate you for being here. Plastic Off the Sofa is the only song that I do not instinctively want to have repeat. I will listen to the song when it comes from Church Girl going into Virgo's Groove. If you like Plastic Off the Sofa, I'm not shading it. It's the only song that I go, that's a good one. But I don't go, yes, but I like it. I like it a lot. I appreciate it more when it's played in between those two. I like it as a sandwich. I don't like it by itself. Does that make sense? I like it as a sandwich. I need the three. Because by itself, I'm not looking for it. I do like the lyrics, though. I love what the song is preaching about, but I think it's because, no, I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm just saying it's not. That's the only one. It's the only one. It's the only one. It's the only one. It's the only one. Only one. That's the only one. It's cool. I like it, and I think maybe I need to listen to it more to like appreciate it even better. Because like the first time I was like, and then when I heard it from with the three together, because this morning I was, listening to this over and over again, I was like, let me try to come back up in here. It's beautiful. Sid is all over it. Sid is all over it. I could hear it in the tone and the texture of Beyonce's voice. I was like, okay, I see where you're going here. And I love Sid from the internet. I love the internet sound. But yeah, I like it. It's really good. But it needs to come off of Church Girl to give me what I want. And that's the only difference between, every other song that's on the album. Like most of them I can just be fine with. But that one's the only one I'm like, it needs to come in because, bitch, when it goes into Virgo's Groove, when Plastic Off the Sofa goes into Virgo's Groove, Virgo's Groove is the girl. She's the one. She's that girl. Now, she's my favorite. Not my favorite, but baby. That needs to be played in any location, restaurant, club. What that needs to be in rotation. That it has to be in rotation. It is such a vibe, and it's a 6-minute song on top of that. Oh, I remember when it kept going, and I was like, "Oh, it's the layers are getting heavier. Oh, it's getting heavier. Singing on that one, singing. singing, sis. Oh, but I gotta be honest with you. After Virgo's Groove, my favorite song actually on the album, the song I continue to play over and over and over again. I don't need it to be introduced. I don't need it to be, filled in afterwards. Even though I love how the way it goes into Heated, because Heated is that girl. Move. First of all, Grace Jones. End of sentence. How about Tim's? Cool. The best. We're done. We don't have to speak any further on it. Y'all, Move is so good. Like I had to listen to it so many times to really appreciate it. It's the fact that I have Beyonce and Grace Jones on the same record. And it's not a sample, baby. No. Bitch is in the number, okay? And Eats. Grace, they sound so good together with that full-on chorus that comes to Matthew. Hold on. It's wow. Move out the way. I'm with the girls and we all need space. When the queen come through, part like the Red Sea. Yeah, like move out the way. Bo. Listen, it starts with a doom 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 like, do you hear me? And then it goes into this once again, the Afro-Caribbean beat, bitch. That dum 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 dum. Oh, move out the way, dum. Go down, it's like it's so nasty. And then she starts to sing. Beyonce with those low register voices. Thank you, Nick Carter. That naughty girl. Dun 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 dun. Girls out to play. I thought I was the only one that was thinking about Naughty Girl when that came out. I'll be a naughty girl. Come out to play. It is. Oh. When the queen comes through, though, get out the way. Oh. I had to really listen to this, y'all, and appreciate it. And then it's Tim's. Who's this girl in the back of the room? Who's this girl in the back of the room? It's the groove. It's the Beyonce groove. Come on. Who's the girl in the back of the room? Who's the girl in the back of the room? It's the Beyonce groove. So I don't need no phone, yeah. I don't need no fallout. You know me, I'm vibing. You and me is a vibe, yeah. We always catch up vibing. Give me a little fire. Give me a little. Oh my God, I live. I'm sorry. It's everything. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Grace Jones in there too. It's just come on. When the queen come through, ooh. I live. Yeah. I need to hear it in the club. Carlos! Hey, Fred. Yes, it needs to be. It has to be. It must be in the club. It's got to be in the club. It has to be. Oh, it's so nasty. The girls will be eating. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. As much as I would love Beyonce just to stand there and look at the camera and be pretty, I have to see some choreography. I can only imagine the way this is going to look. I can only imagine the way this is going to look. Can you imagine? Also, can we manifest that it already was filmed, that Grace Jones and Tim's were there for this video? Please. No. Okay, Tux. So this is what I think is going to happen. And I put this together based off of me, being Beehive and very much like getting into it, okay? This is sickening. This picture is sickening. I think we're getting a movie. I think it's going to be done like an actual film, like how Lemonade was a project that was really a film. But think about Black is King. Beyonce has now been in the director's chair. She knows what she's doing. I think we're getting a movie. And I also think we're getting a movie because the Dream sort of like spilled a little bit saying, y'all get ready for the movie that's coming out. And someone was like, you need to delete. I don't know if he deleted it. I haven't seen the tweet since I looked at it, but we're getting a movie. It can't just be one story, because think about how the whole album runs. It's all together. Everything seems to transition into another scene. Ugh, it's gonna be disgusting. And I mean that in the best way possible. It's gonna be disgusting. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So Move is my favorite, period. Point blank. Done. Like, that's the one. Out of all the songs I can just listen to over and over and over and over. It does so much for me. It does so much for my body. I want to just cut the fuck up for it. I just love the transition from the way it sounds in the beginning all the way into, it's the second part though. It's the second part of Move. That Afro-Caribbean beat, oh my God, it is so nasty. With Grace Jones on the track and Tim's. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Yeah, I talked about Cozy. We're doing this like track by track. Cozy is one of my favorites. It's in my replay list without even needing to be like transitioned through another song. It's that girl. Plus T.S. Madison's on it, so replay, repeat, period. Okay. Golly, she ate. Sister, I feel like falling in love. Okay, so listen. Past Move. Heated? Okay, so I wasn't ready for Heated. If you're just tuning in, I basically gave every damn song the highest grade possible. The only song that I think is good is Plastic Off the Sofa, but baby, that's just because it's a little too slow tempo for me. I'm here to dance. But the main point I'm making in this conversation is that Beyonce has made a lot of transitionable songs through the sound to where it's an album and not just a body of singles. And she's talked about this. She doesn't want a body of singles. She wants a full meaning, a full project, one sound that makes all sounds come together. So listen, I'm That Girl, Cozy, and Alien Superstar. That's one bit right there. Cuff It, Energy, Break My Soul. That's a whole nother bit. Church Girl, Plastic Off the Sofa, into Virgo's Groove. It's its own thing. And Virgo's Groove move into Heated. I have now made my point. Boom. It's also its own moment. These feel like acts. Am I missing something? Doesn't it feel like acts that we would see in a movie or a play? I think that's the gag. I think that's what it's going to be. That's what it has to be. It makes the most sense. Like, come on now. I feel like I've broken the code. So Heated is actually one of my favorite tracks too. That's some shit talking B that I love. But I think one of my favorite parts about Heated is that ode to Uncle Johnny that's up in the track. And the fact that there was somebody who was influential in her life that was her gay uncle, Tina's I think she said nephew, that used to be a part of B's life. And he even made Beyonce's prom dress. Okay, and was quoted for that. Oh, this photo eats. I didn't hear it. Ralph, I didn't hear it. Nor did I care. Tina wrote, the dedication was beautiful and included my nephew Johnny on this photo with me when I'm 38 years old and he was 40. We were at the club and he made this dress for me and it was so cute. It was my Lena Horne look. When Parkwood called me and said we can have a picture of Johnny, I told them that I was about to do a podcast. They said they needed an hour. I told them that I had 4 huge boxes of photos and probably would never find it in the short period of time. I said a prayer and went up, and right at the top of the first box was this photo of us. What's the odds of that? Wow, a chill went through me. Johnny gave me that photo he put in there all the way from heaven. I can hear him now saying, Lucy, I gave you that photo. He always called me Lucy after Lucille Ball. I was as zany as her. Johnny was the closest human being in the world to me. We were inseparable growing up. Later, he was my nanny, housekeeper, designer, dance partner, confidant. And Bestie. I laughed constantly with him and trusted him unconditionally. When he died a piece of me went with him. Solange and Beyonce worshipped him. He helped me raise them and influence their sense of style and uniqueness. He made Beyonce's prom dress. Last night, she told me to listen closely to the end of song Heated. And I heard for the first time her saying, Uncle Johnny made my dress. And I got so teary-eyed. You see, Johnny loved house music and introduced my kids to it early on. Meaning Beyonce did not just pick this up out the blue so y'all can jump somewhere else with that nonsense, okay? I'd be like, girl, y'all real funny trying to make things not happen. Those are your other favorites with that new stuff. Wish you were here to dance with me. We would tear it up. But I know you were up there with yours and my mama, Skip, Slack, Linda, Byron, and Aki jamming. She also gave a loving and totally deserving thanks to her dad. It warmed my heart also. I just cried baby these days. The thing is like I have my own nephews and nieces that, the ones that do look up to me or whatever. And then also you got to think about people who are in your lives that are in this community that like really add an impact. And, someone like Uncle Johnny was a part of Beyonce and Solange's life and did nothing but add to it while people always trying to tear down this community. And I love that Beyonce is sending not only a love letter to the community, I feel like, but like to her uncle and to her family and to where she's at now in her own legacy of music. Like, I'm sorry, y'all can't come for her. I'm sorry. Say what you want. You can't hit this bitch. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Be mad, be upset, roo bark. But you couldn't possibly. You can't. I'm sorry. Not on your best day. Heated is that girl. That rap at the end was nasty. I live for Heated. I love that song. Thick is that girl as well. Sorry, Thick as a bop, period. Thick is the one. She's the one. She's that girl. Live and breathe. I live so much for Thick for several reasons. It's the voguing beat dipping in and out of like the R&B, like in the way that the bass hits. You're kidding me. I just love the fact that it just swims together. It swims like this is it's ridiculous how two sounds can come together so well. And when I hear people like complaining about it, I laugh, I giggle. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, what are we talking about here? Like, we can feel bad for her, but that's not the conversation. I feel bad for her, but that ain't. Talk to Pharrell on that one. You go. I need her to deal with that vampire. Okay. She needs to fuck with Nosferatu on his time and get what is deserved of her. Now, if a phone call is needed, I hope a phone call happens. But baby, when I tell you that did not stop me from bringing myself to the Renaissance. That was not going to be the emphasis. As much as I care for, I just want to get as much as I do. It did not stop me. It didn't even pause me. But you better believe I'm on her side in this situation in terms of how the disrespect from a certain person who she's been dealing with for over 20 something years did to her ass. But again, that is not what this conversation is about. It's about Renaissance. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you so much for being here. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. And yeah, if you want to like tip or something, paypal.me/MattyRants, ketchup, $MattyRants. Ha 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 ha. Sorry. And Venmo Rants. And again, I don't you know what I'm saying? I'm not like fuck Khalees because I live and breathe for Khalees. I run back my videos. That's not the conversation. And I understand she feels that way. But when that happened, people used that moment to discredit this entire body of work before they even heard it. Or because they don't like her, they went and listened to the leak. And they then gave an opinion that was already set up in malice. And so I can get into people going, I like certain songs, but it wasn't my thing. Cool. But it was like, oh, that shit was trap. Bitch, you didn't hear shit then. You didn't listen to the entire motherfucking album. You can give me, I liked a couple of tracks, but you cannot tell me that was a trash album. There is nothing you could say to me that will actually make sense in my mind, or in a lot of us that have listened to this, and people who are of sound mind that know of music, that would tell you this was trash. No one would say it. No one would say that. So yeah, I do have a thing with folks getting on Twitter or online and then just rushing an opinion out because they feel the emotion of disdain because, Taylor didn't drop nothing. Nicki didn't drop. I don't know what happened. And this ain't no coming for no Swifties on no bar. This ain't nothing like that. But I need you to understand the fact that people are trying to say that Drake's album is anywhere near this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And I only need one point to make. This bitch stays in key. She knows about range, vocal tones, underlaying, and all of that. That man be singing off key and you be nutting. I don't think so. Drake is very Euro house. This, honey, not that. There are elements of that, but that is not that. Drake made music for the pubs. I just want you to hear me clear on that one because I actually don't hate his album. Mind you, he worked on this album with Beyonce. I think for Heated, for that matter. Yeah. And he knew of the sound that she was going to present prior to this and then still dropped that. Ain't nothing wrong with him doing that, but he knew what was going to happen. He knew what was going to happen. So, everyone arguing on his behalf, you need to stop because the light skin, Pussy Prince is not really worrying about it like that. And Mama over here clearly showed her worth in this. So please, come on. Come on. It would have been much worse if he dropped out. Now that the smartest thing he ever did was dropping his album prior to Beyonce's. Oh, it would not have gone. Oh no, honey. Oh no. Oh no. That wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have worked. But again, he contributed to this album. I don't have no hate against the man. How? He was a part of the system. He was there for the self-titled album. Thank you, Drake. We appreciate what you put in here. It was cute. I thank you. I like the song, but baby. Okay. The next song that's on this list, past let's see here, past Heated, past Thick, All Up in Your Mind. Now, that took me a second to like. I need here all up in your mind. Out we there all of the time. That took me a second. I didn't care for it the first time. I live for it now. It got stuck in my head. It took me a second to like that one. I was like, I don't know. And then it just kept getting better and better and better. And you want to know what else? Why it also works so well? Because it goes into another great song. And that transition in is just woo. But I lived. I lived for that. All up in your mind. All over the. I said, okay, B, this is cute. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Great one. Tell me what we wanna do. I'm so into you. I swear it's not working. Whoa. Whoa. Help me understand. That's how he sounds. I like you, but your girlfriend's prettier. I should be just with one. I can't though. No, Massive's that girl. No, Massive's I live and breathe for Massive. Now Massive is that girl. Massive is the one. When that beat hits, I'm telling you. I'm so in. You see how you press the button too fast. You press the button too fast. You press the button too fast. Baby, you pressed it too fast. I said the album I ain't careful. Now Massive's that girl. Now that one. But let's be very clear. That man be singing off key and y'all get wet. It's T. He do. And it's auto-tuned. Out of key. Like, how that happen? I can't. Back to this. Back to this. See, now you just got me talking about music. All up in your mind is great, but I got to tell you, my next song that I have on a replay that does not stop, America Has a Problem, is the other song on this album that I put on God. I was not expecting what I got, and I am so happy in what I got with America Has a Problem. I live and breathe for the instrumental in America Has a Problem. Bitch, tell me that song doesn't sound like it could be in Beverly Hills Cop 2. Tell me it doesn't, because I know it does. I know it. Ooh, America Has a Problem is a vibe. It's a vibe. I mean, it gets no higher than this. Yes, I'm telling you. It's so good. It's so good. So good. Scream, shout. You heard it too, didn't you? That Rhythm Nation was all up in that motherfucker. I was geeked. And that's I thought it was too. I was kind of happy it wasn't. But I was actually happy it didn't go that route. I thought for sure I was going to be sitting down. I was going to have my, have my, nice little pamphlet telling me what the, program was going to be. Have my little program in front of me. Ooh, this comes in a couple acts here. And I was going to sit down and get real quiet. Oh, no, bitch. I'm up. It's so danceable. It's so danceable. I loved it. I love it. It was a vibe. That's also one of my favorite ones up in there. Get into this photo of Beyonce walking a ball, walking a ball, walking a ball, walking a ball, walking a ball. Got. Bitch, when you heard Kanti, going into Pure Honey. Mind you, I was just sitting in America Has a Problem, getting my full life, right? And this is, again, another moment where 3 songs go together so well. Actually, I'm going to say 4. I'm going to say 4, because All Up in Your Mind all the way through Summer Renaissance is a bop. When I heard Kevin Aviance, and I love that's the one she used, too. I was like, oh. I also... I not to bring Jennifer Lopez into this conversation, but I'm gonna bring her in. I have not had to, because I love the song. Tens Across the Board is one of my favorite Jennifer Lopez songs. The tens across the board. Pow, pow. At the club came out tonight. That's actually, I'm the love day for one night. I want to see you. That girl. Okay, no shade. Like, I like J-Lo. Yes, I do. I can see someone. But I have wanted B to give me the same kind of pleasure into the ballroom aestheticable moment of just giving me a little bit of a beat. Okay. But I was not ready. I was not. There is no... Pure Honey is one of those songs where it's like, if we ever hear this in a big space where people are going to be moving some kind of around, it could be outside, inside, whatever, somebody's getting up. Someone's walking some kind of way that gives you like join in tease. This is the one where everybody needs to like get into it. What makes this even better is the song transitions from ballroom voguing house beat straight into this disco Prince vibe. Donna Summer also is thrown into there because it does play into Summer Renaissance. We'll get there in a second. Child, I was gagged. I was like, and then it went back to it and then came through again. Bitch, I was, what is going on here? Oh, it was, that was a ride. Pure Honey is a ride. That's a ride. That's a good ride. I heard Madonna. What was the song I hear Madonna in when I listen to it? There's one song I hear her in particular, and it's like erotica Madonna. There's one song on here. I'm like, ooh, there she go. I gotta remember which one it was. That transition, the way, and it's all in one song. Doom, 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 and then it goes into Summer Renaissance. Let me tell you something. Donna Summer, I can't speak on behalf of her, but I thought in my head that baby is up in heaven smiling. Because I think B really gave her like her flowers with Summer Renaissance. Summer Renaissance is a bop. That's a bop. Like they, oh, I'm telling you, her vocals, oh, B. Throughout the entirety of this album, it was like listening to butter. I didn't have not one moment of just everything hit for me. Everything was what it was. I lived, I breathed, I sink it in. Favorite of the album for me is Move. That's my absolute favorite. Something about the way that starts and the way it transitions into a completely different song. God, it gets me going. But in reality, it's a body of work. This is a body of work. Okay, so I haven't ranked the tracks yet. I think I want to give myself some real time there before I talk about how I feel about the tracks. Move is my absolute favorite so far, but as I found yesterday, I was on Cozy as my favorite. Move became my favorite overnight. Cozy is still up there as like my favorites, but like it continues to change as I listen to the album from front to back. So what I will say, and I did write this down and I did put it in somewhat of an order based off my initial, thoughts and how this goes. Move is my favorite one. Cozy is number 2. 3 is America Has a Problem. And 4 and 5 are going to be, well, actually 4, 5, and 6 are going to be interesting because I can't just say one song. I want to say I'm That Girl Cozy going into Alien Superstar is number 4. That's its own body of work. It's so good listening to it together. Oh, it's so good. Right after that goes into Cuff It, Energy, Break My Soul. Like, it's so good. And then the rest of it, I just can't. I like listening to it through the transitions. It's hard just to even pick Move as my favorite because it all sounds so good just compiled together. But no, Move is the one for me. Dun, 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 dun. Move out the way. Bitch. Find me, come on. When Beyonce has that low tone, get into that register. I don't speak too long. Then the background vocals come up. Hi. Her background vocals are nasty. She is disgusting. Okay, I can't. Okay. So here's my thoughts and perceptions on the visuals. Happy birthday, C. Diggles. Everybody, it's C. Diggy One's birthday. Make sure you wish him a happy birthday today. Happy birthday, C. Diggy. I know you're happy. This album was a blessing. We would really love to see you on the panel Sunday so we could talk about it. Because we're going to talk about it and you need your ass to be there. But I know it's also your birthday weekend, so happy birthday. But yeah, so into the visuals, this is my thoughts. These are my thoughts, okay? I have an idea, and I think I know what Beyonce's going to do, but of course we never know. We never know. Okay. Live chat, who has seen the 15-second clip? Because that's going to be really imperative to this conversation, okay? Who has seen the 15-second clip? Please tell me. I think that's right. You said you were doing your birthday, you're celebrating later. Yeah, I think I want to go to like Six Flags for my birthday, but I just need people to go with because I don't want to go by myself. Happy birthday, Simone. Who has seen the 15-second video Beyonce posted on her YouTube? Because that is gonna, I think it is a layer to what we're about to witness. Okay. All right. So here is how I think this is about to play out. And also what I feel Beyonce has given me through this album and body of work that I have seen through this production. And also, I'm going to speak on other projects and visual albums that she has put into place. So this makes sense to you as to where I think this is going. I could be absolutely wrong. Hold on, let me see here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I said, Nomi Malone, eat your heart out, bitch, because something's feeling very Showgirls Vegas moment-y about this, or possibly in that realm and element of a storyline between somebody who is that person, and that we're about to get an entire production level of something, and Beyonce acting this, that, and the other. I absolutely think we're going to get something on that kind of level. And I almost want to say, because the Dream made a post about it being possibly a movie, right? And you know how she did Lemonade, you know how she did Black is King, where everything sort of like laced together, but it was very music video format, right? I think it's going to be somewhat that, but I think it's going to be laced with skits. I don't think it's going to be like her narrating us through like she's done before. I don't think it's going to be the same. No, 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 no. I think there's going to be levels of acting that go through this as a film. I feel in my heart of hearts. So I'm just going to leave it at that. That's what I think it's going to be. Because why else would she not drop a video for Break My Soul? Because you know what I mean? Wouldn't that just make the most sense? Like, you release an entire project as an album, right? We listen to it. Everything seems to transition so well together that it almost feels like these are acts and these are scenes that could be laced into the songs. So that for me is personally what I think it is. Hold on, y'all. Am I hearing? Okay. Who child? I thought I heard somebody at the door. I have gotten my notifications about all my boxes too. I got all 4 of them bitches, okay? They also dropped merch last night. So that I got as well. I went and bought a shirt. I wish I didn't, but I had to. I was like, oh my God, what are the chances I'm not going to get this again? And it's only going to be available for a week. So I had to. I was not happy, but I was like, Matt, listen, I know you're getting a box with 4 shirts damn near of the same pose, just a little bit different. But like, I had to get it. I got the I'm that girl shirt. I live for the glass of champagne posted up. But I think that's so puss. Um they confirmed that it is a 3-act project. So it didn't say if there's more music coming in, even though there has been confirmation that there is a different sound that was not released with Act 1 in terms of it being like country and well soul based. So it is possible that that will come in Act 2 or Act 3. I'm thinking maybe Act 1 is the album, Act 2 is the visual album, and then Act 3 is the concert. I could be completely wrong, and Act 2 is a whole nother body of work. And Act 3 is the same, and it'd be the last thing Beyonce does. And she leaves on that note, and that would be everything. I'd be sad, but that would be everything. That would be legendary. The others could never. That's where my mind is at. But again, I don't think this is all the music that she's going to be releasing for this album, too, because you know Miss Mama likes a little deluxe. Okay, let's be very clear here. This is Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. She likes a deluxe, a platinum edition. She is goddamn near Capcom, okay? This is Street Fighter V, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to get a whole nother album soon with a little extra tracks. Possibly, maybe. But at the same time, let's say this is all she gave. It is enough. This is I am full. I am full. Cuff It is really playing in my mind. I'm like, what is playing in my head? I feel like falling. I can't. I can't. I would be here for if Act 2 or if Act 3, like say Act 2 is like, no, not even that. I feel like if she did Act 2 or 3, they'd be different like vocal albums. If she did a Sade-esque inspired album, I would lose my grip on reality. She can throw some country on that one too to give it that smooth vibe, but baby, I'd buy it. I'd buy all of it. But no, my final thoughts on this album. I give it honestly a 10 out of 10. I don't have any negative things to say about it, even for the one song that I don't listen to as much as the others. This, to me, in my opinion, just on behalf of just out for me talking here, this is my favorite body of work she's ever done. A lot of these songs I feel I can relate to. The sound is the sound I love. It's the kind of music I listen to in my own, playlist. And I'm getting emotional. I'm so happy. Like, this was worth the wait. I'm sorry. It was worth the wait. It was really worth it. Like, not me crying because I sat through the Carters and the On the Runs in the Lion King project. It was worth it. It was just, I haven't listened to an album front to back like this in a very long time. And, I enjoy certain music and, certain songs that sit with me. But man, I'm just so happy. Like, she is my favorite musician, entertainer, artist ever, period. I only get this emotional over Sade and Beyonce. I will never get, it won't be other girls. It will be these two. Like, I will get emotional. Do not take me to the concert. I will be sobbing. Cause like, not only am I get so happy, I'm start crying. Like, it's that kind of bit. Like, no shade. I enjoyed Black is King. Find Your Way Back. Y'all, I quote that mother. I quote it. That's one of my favorite songs she's ever done. That's in my top 10 that Beyonce's ever done. It wasn't her. And the Carters wasn't her. It was her and Jay. He ain't even on this album. He wrote stuff on the album, but we don't hear him. None of that. And I love Jay. It's the rock. I love him. But like, this is why it also adds something to the element of Beyonce and her just being awesome. This is the one he's not even on here. Has it happened before? Like, no, I don't think it has. This is like the first time, right? Like, what? You listen to the fans too? No shade, Jay. Like, but also, do we need y'all have enough music? You've had 2 tours. You've had 2 tours. You don't need to do nothing. You've proved it. Y'all are that couple. The girls are mad. Forever you will be Black excellence. So I wanted to hear a Beyonce album, and that's what the fuck I got. Also, Grace Jones. End of sentence. Ballroom, Afro-Caribbean beats, R&B infused house music, hip hop, the references, the materials, the odes to the creators, the classics, the ones. I don't know how you don't like this. And I can't relate. And I don't want to know what that feels like. I don't want to see it. I don't want to read it. This is everything. It's my favorite album of hers. This was that moment for me in the Beyonce universe because I liked and I have loved everything that Beyonce's ever dropped, but I have never felt the way I have felt over Beyonce's work till I listened to Renaissance. That is a true statement. I put that on everything. I put that on everything. I have never felt that way. I was shocked how good it was because I really went into it like this, y'all. I was like, you know what? Okay, like let's see what the album gives because it happens. It is what it is. I've never felt that build up before over a body of work from Beyonce. Never, never, never. Of course, we caught Tia smashing on Cozy. I retweeted it. I'm just saying. It's it's. I like dance music. That's my style. That's my gig. That's my gag. I want to hear something I can bop and vibe to. I have slower tracks. That's when I want to feel a little sad. But B gave me something that I can bop and feel a little hype to. Something in this heat. Something to where if I go to the club, if I hear one song come off of this album, and it could be all of them except for one in particular because that they wouldn't do it that song. But like if I hear one, I almost know instinctively the DJ would have to play the next one after it. Does that make sense? Like how I said in 3 songs in transition, the club, whoever is DJ, you would be a fool not to take 3 songs and lace them into your mixes when you're making your music. For B, like 3 out of them, and then throw on some Drake afterwards, somebody else, or have someone start. There are several moments where it's like just blend them bitches in. It will vibe all the way through. It's great. I think it's arguably her best album. Maybe the girls are mad. It's my favorite for sure. I put it up there. That's number one. This is my favorite one. Y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up. I can't wait to get back to listening to it on a real note. That's literally what I'm gonna do. I got asked to possibly go to happy hour here, but I got to figure out where exactly that is. I need to go somewhere on my side of town. That is, try not to spend no more money, honey. Oh, oof. Girls, this is expensive out here in this world. Okay, I had to pay for that ear cleaning, child. She was not cheap. Anywho, anywho, anywho. I'm gonna start this album over. Um, I think my former favorite album from hers was, I think I said B Day. Either it's self-titled or B Day, but then I don't know, it's very difficult because 4 was that girl. Let me think. No, it's B Day. Yeah, it's B Day. 4 is up there. Yeah, 4 is up there. I Am Sasha Fierce is my least favorite, only because that I feel like was not that was very for the producers. It wasn't for B. Or for the production team company, whatever. Um how do I do this? This is so hard to rank them. It's so hard to rank them. Because I don't think of any of them as being bad. And even if I put one at the bottom, I'm like, it's still better than like 5 billion other albums I can think of. Well, yes. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, it's gonna be tough. No, just Renaissance just speaks to me currently now. It's right. So I can't wait. But anywho, I gotta go. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please hit that like button on your way out the door. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. And also don't forget tomorrow is All Star 7. So we'll be having a conversation about how that went down. Y'all are gonna have to catch when RuPaul says something like, based on tonight's lip sync and how you have progressed in the competition, y'all have got to listen to that lady's full words. Because I was like, oh, okay. So only 10% is that lip sync is what we're gonna count this for. Because wait a minute. I will say though, I'm still happy for that season. I think I'm not even taking it out of my favorite season list. I just think that ending was quite wild. That ending was crazy. And I do mean there was a part in the lip sync, y'all, that got snipped. And I was like, but wait. It showed her turn, and then all of a sudden we were in a whole different part of the song. I said, now wait a shut up, Matt. All right, I gotta end this. I gotta end this. I gotta end this. Because I'm about to talk some shit. Because tomorrow, bitch, we're gonna go in. Because I was like, but sister, the song didn't wait. But hold on. Oh, but yeah, I still love the season. It was amazing. It was a great season. Okay. My girl Evie. Oof. I feel like they did you dirty this season, sister. Anywho, thank you for tuning in, everybody. I love y'all down. You know I do. You know I love you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for being a part of this conversation today. For those of you who participated, if you came in on some bullshit, that's no, I don't. No, I don't have time. I don't. I died. Gone. Timeout. Blocked. Removed. Just no. We love this too much. No, I have not seen that trailer yet. I'm sure I'm gonna talk about it on Boys Night Out whenever we get to that. I need to remember when is that? I am hungry. All right, let me get some food. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. I'll see you tomorrow for All Star 7 live review. Until then, take care and honey, don't let nobody break your soul. Ooh, my tummy just said yes.
Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Puss.